Plano naman ng Udena Group na bilhin ang kumpanya ng ABS-CBN sa gitna ng shutdown ng naturang network. Sa isang statement, sinabi ng Davao-based tycoon na si Dennis Uy, Chairman at CEO ng Udena Corporation, hindi siya interesado sa ABS-CBN. Paliwanag ni Uy, wala sa linya ng kanilang negosyo ang broadcasting business at mataasan niya respeto niya sa nagawa at patuloy na ginagawa ng network. Panalangin na lamang ni Uy agad na makabalik sa ere at marisolbasana ng ABS-CBN ang problema nito sa lalong madaling panahon.
Yes, si Joseph Morong.
Sir, good afternoon po. Sir, first question, no? So today, the President will meet with the IATF, tama, no?
Yes po.
Do we expect a decision today?
Of course po.
Okay. Sir, alright. Sa backlog, sir, do we know already, because I asked it last week, no? Yung backlog of tests natin, ilan?
Wala pa pong figures na nasusupply ang DOH, but I asked for it, no? I asked for it. So I will continue asking for this figure from DOH.
Hindi naman tinatago ng DOH yan?
Well, hindi naman po, no? But so far they have conducted 150 tests, no? 150,000 tests, no? So hindi ko alam kung ano yung backlog sa 150,000 tests. Kasi iba yung proseso ng swabbing, iba yung proseso ng processing.
And these are not unique individuals. These are the tests na ginawa, not individuals, actually.
Well, in the sense na binigyan po ng priority yung 20,000 or so OFWs na dumating na sa bansa, no? At kaya nga importante na sinara natin sa panandalian yung airport, no? Dahil nga hindi tayo makakope doon sa requirement for quarantine facilities habang nag-aantay sila ng results ng PCR.
Sir, the reason why I ask is, halimbawa, no, mag-shift tayo or even some of the cities shift from ECQ to GCQ, we can expect an uptick, no? At in some countries, nangyari yan, nagluwag sila, nagkaroon ng uptick ng cases. Meaning to say, sir, that if we have a backlog and then by next week we shift to a less strict quarantine measure, how are we going to handle the additional cases when we still have backlogs during this period?
Well, that's why nga po, I'm very careful about, saying whether or not we have flattened the curve. Dahil nga, titignan natin muna kung anong gagawin doon sa issue ng mga backlogs. Ang number one proposal po na narinig ko na is gamitin yung date of swabbing as a date of reporting para hindi naman po nagsaspike yung number of cases natin pag dumating na yung mga resulta ng PCR tests, no? And I'm going to prod the DOH to resolve this matter kasi talagang kung hindi natin gagawin yung tong paraan nito, parang biglang taas, no, dahil increase yung ating testing capacity. Another alternative is ang tinitignan nila is yung tinatawag na positivity, no, of the percentage of the total number tested, ano yung percentage na nagiging positive. At ngayon po, bumababa naman po yung percentage. Dati-rate, 10%. Ngayon, if I'm not mistaken, mga nasa 4%, no, which indicates na 7%, I stand corrected, no, which indicates na kahit papano, bumababa yung mga nagkakaroon talaga ng COVID cases, even if we have a backlog. No? And another proposal is to actually use yung case doubling rate, no, as a basis for concluding na na-flatten na yung curve, no? Dati-dati kasi 2 to 3 days dumodoble yung kaso ng COVID-19. Ngayon po sa Metro Manila 5 days and outside of Metro Manila it's 7 days. So ito po yung mga iba-ibang pamamaraan para matrack natin if we are really able to flatten the curve. Pero sa presentation ko po ngayon, hindi na nga ako nagkomento if we're flattening the curve kasi gusto ko munang ibigay sa akin ng DOH yung datos sa backlog and we agreed last Saturday that DOH will come up with this figure this week.
Alright, sir, addressing fears ng public, no? Na pag sinabi nila na, halimbawa, nasa ECQ tayo and then we shift to GCQ na medyo mas maluwag ng konti but there's still quarantine measures, baka dumami yung cases.
Well, alam nyo po, nasa kamay natin yan eh. Kasi ECQ, GCQ, yung CQ nandun pa rin. We are still under community quarantine. Life will not be back to normal hanggang wala pong bakuna, habang wala pong sakit. Sa mga darating na araw, papakita ko sa inyo kung ilan lang ang hospital natin, yung mga kama ng hospital, yung critical care beds, at yung capacity ng Willie as one, at makikita nyo na kapag hindi tayo nag-social distancing, hindi tayo nag-good hygiene, talagang mauubos po yung ating capacity. So, whether be it ECQ, GCQ, may CQ pa rin po yan, we are still under community quarantine. Nasa kamay po natin kung anong mangyayari kung tataas o bababa ang kaso ng COVID-19.
Sir, can we handle an additional number of cases when we shift to GCQ?
Well, the decision whether or not we will shift from ECQ to GCQ is precisely the issue of can we provide critical care to those who might get sick. At ngayon naman po, nakikita natin na we have capacity to take in more critical care patients. Kaya nga po, merong mga areas that will be declared under GCQ instead of ECQ. But we have to be very careful. Ulitin ko po, meron pa rin community quarantine, whether be it enhanced or general.
Sir, would you confirm that there are at least 3 suggestions from the MMC, yung ECQ extend, GCQ na transition, and then yung modified GCQ?
Alam mo na, naguguluhan ako because I read the papers, and of course, some say that these are the 3 proposals. And then I read another report na it's not true daw, that there was no voting and that the MMDA will look into this and who looked into it. Pero ang sa akin naman po, we will listen to the suggestions of the mayors. After all, they are the primary implementers in their localized areas of the community quarantine. Pero trust naman po the IATF. We have experts, we have epidemiologists, we have statisticians, we're working with academicians. This will be a reasoned decision, a scientific decision, and it is not based on politics or any other consideration. Kung kinakailangan po mas maraming pondo to finance areas under ECQ, we will find the funds. But it will be based on science.